hello there, and we are live. See, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, people who will be joining us later on in the show. See, it is a milestone episode. Yeah, see, we have to be having bubbles around right here. Bubbles, champagne here, and all of that. But you know what? Yeah, today is not really like your typical celebration because Arsenal should be winning the title by now, by today. Me and TJ Warren should be popping bottles and just sipping pina coladas and just having a good time. But here we are lamenting with Deji Sports. See ya, ladies and gentlemen, episode 30, big milestone. Deji Sports, you're welcome to the show, my brother. Episode
Right.
30, man. The
Tony,
party.
look, it's a milestone, episode 30. Thank you, bro, for inviting me. It's always a pleasure, and I'm humbled to be in this space with you and my bro TJ Warren. You know, one thing I want to say to everybody, I rate Tony's consistency. You know, come rain, come sunshine, this guy is always showing up. And I actually didn't expect him to show up this week. And the fact that he showed up shows me that you are you've got kahunas, you've got balls. And I see TJ Warren there. You know, TJ Warren is sporting an outfit looking like one of my favorite actors there, Tom Cruise in Top Gun. But the truth is, TJ, no matter how much you want to deflect with the shirt and the sunshades, truth of the matter is that your team was an absolute disgrace. And for me, I find that Arsenal not taking us to the finish line is bad. But to literally lose to Nottingham Forest and give City the title is shambolic. And to me, on that basis, I'm allowed to pump my chest. You guys flattered to deceive. We fought you guys. And then the fact that people come around, this is the change. Arsenal going to come now. This squad is going to be doing something. Do you really believe that now? Or can we accept that it was a freak season and Leicester in disguise, but not quite Leicester in disguise because Leicester won the league? You, man, even in a freak season, even when you guys were creating records, being top of the league, creating records, Tony Cloud saying Arsenal's going to win the league, people shaking their bum like it's the Thong song, people looking like it's Top Gun, Tom Cruise in the building. You, man, flopped the show. I'm here to pull it in your face, I ain't going to lie. So, look, let's just get into it. That's a nice little kind of intro from me. But TJ, it's all
Deji
love.
Sports, thanks for that intro, man. Deji Sports, always the show, man. Always the showman, yeah. And guys, yeah, just in case you've forgotten, yeah, I'm with the Tottenham Van Helsing down here, yeah. Deji Sports, the Arsenal slayer himself in the flesh, is here on Sunday with us to chop it off, on our show together. The 30th episode of The Minority Report. You've all heard that intro, yeah. See, today I got a different kind of guy here, to spice everything up. Yeah, you can see him with his shades, and his beachwear. Deji Sports, I've just, ripped into him, but this guy got a thick skin. Yeah, he got a thick skin. See, it's no other person, yeah, than TJ Warren. TJ Warren, you're welcome to the show, my brother.
It's an honor.
Give us that lovely intro, my brother, man.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be here because before I was a peer, I was a fan, and I still am a fan. So I appreciate being on here, sharing the screen with you two gents. Yeah. We Arsenal went on vacation, Tony. Arsenal went on vacation, which is why I am now on vacation. Right? The players left in April. There's no defending it. Really. We just got to accept it and look ahead and hold the powers that be at Arsenal Football Club responsible, and mud the happy clappers in our fan base. But for now, I'm on the beach, baby. I'm on the beach. Yeah. But one thing I will not accept. is Deji
It's Deji
talking as
Sports.
shamelessly as he has over the last 3 weeks when his own house is an absolute engulfed
Fire.
flames. You just lost 3-1 at home to Brentford that didn't have Ivan Toney. You guys should be you guys are clown makeup and the red nose, the whole thing. And Deji, I know you know this. I know you know this. So you can go on loan to Man City like everybody else in your fan base, and that's just fine. But the truth is that you guys are going to be playing 1 game a week while we're playing 3. So, like, who's the real loser here? And we can chop it up. Like, look, and I can take my licks like the rest of them. Did we bottle it? Yes. Was it a history-making bottle? Yes. But I would rather be in Arsenal's position 100 times than be in Spurs once. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, guys, see, Deji, just in case you thought you were gonna, escape the leash on today's episode so easily, yeah. Just hear that intro from TJ Warren. It's all up. It's just like what Oregon Gunner did to you last weekend, where you had to you had to have that you had that check last week. I think was it 2 weeks ago? I think that Oregon
and I
Gunner
have to
came
call
down
you
here,
out too.
and Oregon Gunner is down here in the charts. Yeah, you just threw
My
a
co-host.
$5. Hey, see, yeah, poo. Oregon Gunner, he gives us that $5 just to say Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Oregon
get
Gunner.
battered everywhere they go. See, Deji Sports, yeah.
My partner in crime.
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Deji Sports, yeah. Wait. Let me give my intro. See, Deji, I know it's hitting up, yeah. TJ Warren is hitting you.
Guys.
In the chat. Oregon Gunner is hitting you. We have Daddy and the Don. In the chat. We have even Deji Sports himself in the chat. Yeah, guys. See, Deji Sports. Just in case you don't know, yeah. Let me just refresh your memory. Tottenham Hotspurs, 37 games this season, yeah. 66 goals scored, yeah, of which you have to credit Harry Kane for those goals, yeah. Good and okay. But in as much as you've scored 66 goals this season, you've also conceded a whooping 62 goals with your goalkeeper, yeah, your legendary goalkeeper, yeah, at the back end of the worst conceding a goalkeeper has conceded this season in the Premier League. Yeah, Loris, I hope you remember him. And Deji Sports, you have just 57 points this season in the Premiership. Yeah, and mind you, some time ago you were in third. I think, God damn it, you were in second at some point, right? This season. But Deji Sports, yeah, you're in 8th position. You might not even see Conference League. See, let that ring in, Deji Sports, yeah. Let that sink in, internalize it, breathe. Yeah, you might not even see Conference League football this season. I'm not talking of the Champions League.
Who wants
yeah?
to see Conference
How
League?
far from grace have the Tottenham Hotspurs fallen? Yeah,
West Ham don't have
no
a problem
Champions
with it.
League for you, Deji Sports, this season. No Europa League for you, Deji Sports. Europa League. I'm specifying that name for you so that it sinks in. Yeah, no Europa League for you. And see, you're in big danger, yeah, of not even being in the Conference League. Deji Sports, how in God's name do you justify this? See, yeah, Arsenal have bottled the league. I do accept it, yeah. TJ Warren accept it. We do accept this, yeah. We bottled the league. But Deji Sports, yeah, you can't throw stones when you live in a glass house. You're pure Brit, you're from the UK. At least you've heard that before, right? So Deji Sports, how can you throw stones when you live in a glass house? Your own house is on fire. Why, Deji, let me give my intro, please. Why do you throw shots at Arsenal when you can't even get to the Champions League? Deji Sports.
What are you talking about?
Why throwing stones when your own house is on fire?
Okay. So the reason why I can throw stones is because you Arsenal cronies are getting excited about Champions League football simply, and I get it. I get why you guys are excited. You haven't been in the top tier of European football for about 6 years. So you've forgotten what it feels like. So well done for you for getting back in. But let me explain to you this. Tottenham have had a poor season. You know that. We don't have a director of football. We don't have a manager. Why would Tottenham want to be in the Europa League? You've heard it here. A lot of the Tottenham players, a lot of the Tottenham faithful watch this show, The Minority Report, been following us since day 1 to day 30. There is no point playing in Mickey Mouse competitions. It's all or nothing. It's either the Premier League or the Champions League. And as soon as Spurs realised we weren't winning either of them, it is better, given the fact that the cracks have really shown this season, it is better not to play European football at all, refresh, regroup, buy some players, and focus purely on the Premier League. Because let's be real, European football is a distraction. But only minnows like Arsenal would play in the Europa League and think they are doing something when you're not. What you're doing playing in those Europa League, Europa Conference Leagues is you're wasting your time, or you're giving your under 23 players minutes. Now, the other thing is this. I actually clocked the other day that there was some reverse judge going on. And whether people like me or not, one thing that you can say legitly is that I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm able to make predictions at the beginning of the season. Now, at the beginning of the season, I predicted that Arsenal would finish 8th and that Newcastle and Villa would finish above Arsenal. I'm here to tell you that that prediction, as wild as that prediction was at the time, it looks like it's going to come to pass. But it's going to come to pass via reverse judge. So instead of it being Arsenal finishing 8th, it's Tottenham.
What kind of logic is this?
Tottenham is finishing 8th.
Oh my God.
Aston Villa and Newcastle having those incredible seasons, it's happened. Now, I am saying this, and you guys know it. Conte ruined Tottenham. Ryan Mason is a clown. So it don't matter what Tottenham does. And you guys can't be doing this thing where you want to put the focus on Tottenham. No, Tony, for the since August, you've been fully focused on your team. I want you to finish off the season with the same energy. The truth of the matter is, when you look at it, who had a worse season? Tottenham or Arsenal? I think it's fair to say that Arsenal had the most disappointing season. TJ, be real, you had the more disappointing season. Would I rather be in Arsenal's shoes? I have to say no. Because right now, let me tell you why I don't want to be in Arsenal's shoes. And TJ, I don't know why you're shaking your head. And Tony, I don't know why you're shaking your head.
You'll figure it out here in a second. Go ahead.
Tottenham, we've had a poor season. That's what people are saying. Tottenham, you've been rubbish this year. You can also say the same thing about Liverpool. You can also make the same accusation about Chelsea. However, Arsenal bottled it. And if Tottenham had done what you did this season, TJ Warren, you there in your home in the United States, Oregon Guna there in the US, Tony over in Finland, you guys would have been shaking your bum, shamelessly saying, this is what Tottenham do. They are Bottleham FC, bloody, bloody, blah. But instead,
anyway,
you took the mantle from Spurs as if it was the Olympic Games. You took the torch and you ran with it. This is the worst bottle job in Premier League history. And I can't believe any Arsenal fan is streaming the day after the result. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. I rate you for your chest. I rate you for the fact that you guys have kahunas. But if I were you, man, I wouldn't come back online until July.
See, TJ Warren, yeah, you just had Digi Sports, yeah. See, by spitting some facts, yeah. See, TJ Warren, what do you have to say to counter what Digi Sports have said?
Well, I need to address what you said earlier in the stream around like how the stars aligned, how we're finally able to make it work. Me and Deji have been trying to get our own show together for the last couple of weeks, and it just hasn't been able to happen. But right now is the perfect time. So Deji, I had Spurs 4th this season at the beginning of the season.
Oh, this season, right?
Yeah. At the beginning of the season, I had you guys finishing 4th, Arsenal finishing 3rd, Man United 2nd, and obviously Man City 1st. So to say that Arsenal have had a more disappointing season than Spurs is disingenuous. Obviously, we did bottle the league, and it wasn't the worst capitulation in terms of 1st to 2nd in top flight history. Yes, it was. I'm not running away from that, which is why I'm streaming. Tony's streaming. Because we don't run, okay? We don't run. That's not what we do. Our other Arsenal people might, but we don't. But to say that Arsenal had a worse season than Spurs when you don't have a director of football, you have a paper mache head coach, you have a albatross of a freaking leadership, an ownership group that only care about commercial sales, and the fact that you guys were all gassing you up. I was every Tottenham channel I went to was like 80 points or more. We're going 3rd or 4th, and we're going back to the Champions League and winning a trophy. That was what your fan base was saying. Now you have the same front office, no Conte, no freaking no director of football. Your old director of football is liable to end up in prison, and you guys are finishing outside of Europe. So to say that we've had a worse season than Spurs is a joke. And you know it's a joke, Deji. And you guys, here's the thing, is we at least have a prospect on a future. Wait a second. We at least have a prospect on a future. Is it as bright as like a lot of the other top Gooners think it is? I don't think so. I think we're going to struggle next year. And I've said that on every single stream that I've been on. But to say that I would rather be where Arsenal is than where Spurs is, where you guys are looking at several mid-table finishes after Kane and Son leave, and after you try to find a manager that's willing to take on that absolute, sorry, Tony, shit show that you guys got going on over there. The only thing you guys got going on over there is Beyonce added another date, I heard, which is great. Good for you guys. That's awesome. Beyonce FC, Go-Kart FC. Good for you. Like, I really like Beyonce, all the single ladies. Like, I love that shit. I love it. But that's all that Spurs got going for you. And you got a really, really nice stadium. Really, really nice stadium from what I can see. So, yeah.
TJ, this is going to heat up tonight. I know. Tony, can I just say, can you do me a favor, though, before you come in? My homeboy, Traps Boom, is in the chat.
Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, Traps. See, yeah. All these rival fans, yeah. Traps talk, yeah. You know, he's aligned himself with the stars with Deji Sports, yeah.
That's
talking garbage, yeah. These guys couldn't even muster the courage to even have a chance to even at least fight this season, yeah. And Traps is out here talking shit, you know, moving his bum like Cisco. See, yeah, Traps, yeah. See, you know what, Traps, yeah. I will get you on Tuesday. It should be coming to the show for our second episode of the rivalry show. I will get you, yeah, because this season, yeah, Arsenal is the only one. As far as we closed up the season, yeah, we're the only ones who actually gave these monsters, Manchester City, a run for their money this season. Why is no one talking about that, yeah? Why is all these rival fans like Chelsea, Manchester United coming up here laughing at, you know, just talking blah, blah, blah.
You didn't give
no problems,
man.
Deji, what do you want me to do, Deji? What do you want me to do?
Bro, I would love to bring Traps Booming on because I take issue with the statement you gave City around to their money.
I'm sorry, Traps Booming is not coming in here today.
I think Traps is the only person. Traps is the only person that can talk shit to me, as far as I'm concerned. They won a trophy.
But
they had Man United.
Mickey Mouse trophy, right? Mickey Mouse Cup. Traps booming, a Mickey Mouse Cup. But you know what, Deji? Continue, man. You want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say that for you guys to come on here and say that you gave Man City a run for the money, there's no way you gave them a run for their money. I mean, you literally handed them the title yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about. However, it's totally fine. The one thing I can say is it's clear from TJ's outline of Tottenham's problems. Tottenham's problems is clear for everyone to see. What Tottenham's hoping for is that Daniel Levy leaves.
He won't.
Or he does what needs to be done, which is we clear out that we need a major overhaul of our squad. We need a director of football and we need a world-class manager to come in. If he does that, I can see Tottenham. Look, I'm quite happy. Every team's got to go for a rebuild. I'm quite happy if this is our time to go through a rebuild. But I'm not sure if Arsenal. What are you doing? Because I like TJ. I agree with TJ. I don't see you guys kicking on. I had it down. I think I said it last week on stream that I could see Arsenal finishing 5th next season. This was your chance to do something. This was your chance to make history. And history will remember this squad as the bottlers. Do you know, like that? The bottlers. It will be a program. Saka will live to tell his children's children about how they bottled this Premier League trophy this season. So for me, the roadmap for Tottenham is clear.
This is what you cost. This is what you
for
cost.
Tottenham is very, very clear. Change your back line, get a new keeper, get a replacement for Son, get a replacement for Kane, because we know they're going, and get a attacking midfielder. Tottenham need to buy 7 or 8 players. Is that impossible? No, it's not. When we sold Gareth Bell that year, we brought in 7, 8 players. That's the type of transfer window we need to have. And if we need to sell Kane in order to do that, so be it. But with Arsenal now, you guys were top of the league, 10 points clear in Jan. You needed to bring in a Mudryk. You needed to bring in a Caicedo to kick on and bring this trophy home. You didn't do it. And then you want me to believe, Tony and TJ Warren, that the mere fact that you are playing Champions League football, that all of a sudden you're going to be bringing in top players you should have brought in Jan. Why? If you didn't do it then, why should I believe you're going to do it now? I don't believe Arsenal are going to do the right business this summer. I think I said the other day, I think it's fair to say that Tottenham and Arsenal, we are the same. It's much of a muchness. Arsenal football.
We are not the same. 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 We are not the same.
Let me hammer it home, TJ and Tony. The TJ Warren and Tony show. You guys are coming on here with your pump chest because you literally swap places with Spurs. Is that it? Is that it? You got European football and you're shaking your bum. What are you gonna do, TJ? What are you gonna do, Tony? Are you because you guys put this on me, Deji? Is Tottenham realistically gonna win the Champions League? Well, I'll put it to you. Is Arsenal going to win the Champions League?
Do you want it, Tony? Do you want to take this one?
Exactly.
Exactly. No. See.
Yeah.
Look at where I stand.
I'll answer.
Italian. See, yeah.
See, yeah. At the start of the season, Deji Sports said Arsenal was going to come 8th or 10th. Yeah, that's what he said. He said that they were going to win the Champions League. Deji Sports said they were going to win the league, and I'm sorry, man. I don't know. See, Deji Sports, yeah. I don't know if you've been watching the Flintstones or Tom and Jerry or something like that, or Ice Age. But right now, Arsenal came 2nd. See, I'm not glorifying what we did, or I'm not glorifying the situation that that we didn't win the league or something, yeah. But at least for me, we didn't swap places with Spurs. Spurs didn't come second. Spurs didn't go ahead to give Liverpool when they won the title, or even Man City a big title chase. See, Man City won the league just yesterday. I think that was yesterday. That was when it was confirmed that they've won the league. So it means that we actually drove these guys to the last three games of the season. So they just was, yeah. In fact, last two games of the season. So they just was. What are you blabbing about, my brother? What are you blabbing
And,
about?
and I
What are
want
you blabbing about? And even yeah, see, yeah, Deji Sports, if I were you, because the next question you'll be answering after TJ takes this one, yeah. Hurricane, Hurricane, Hurricane.
What about him?
Yeah.
How sure are you? Hurricane is 29.
He needs to
Yeah.
go.
English international, 29. This season he's played 37 games. Yeah, let me just throw that statistics for you up there because I'm a stats guy, so I will use it for you, to gain some sort of advantage over you, yeah, Deji Sports. See, he's played 37 games this season in the league, yeah. He's gotten goals. His goals this season, 28. His assists, yeah, guys, is about 3. Good and okay. A 29-year-old
Mate, he's the second
scoring
highest goal scorer to Haaland. You can't
Good.
do that, bro.
good. A 29-year-old striker, yeah, English international, 28 goals this season, 3 assists this season for Tottenham Hotspurs. We've not even calculated what he has even scored in all competitions, yeah. It's just this one, just the league. Just the league this season, yeah. 28 goals. Deji Sports, what gives you the chest that this guy, this English guy, wouldn't say, you know what, yeah, enough is enough. I'm 29-year-old. I need some trophies in my cabinet. I need some medals in my cabinet, in my room. I need my wife. I need my kids to run up with something in the garden. They just was. You can understand what I'm trying to say. Oh, I forgot. You don't have that feeling of winning a trophy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Deji Sports. I didn't mean to, strike a nerve. But Deji Sports, yeah. How sure are you that this guy, yeah, won't just escape this season from Tottenham Hotspurs? That's one. And don't you see your club going moribund when this guy leaves the football club? Because this guy has been what has been keeping you even in the first 10 this season in the Premiership. Deji, what gives you that assurance that this guy isn't leaving? Isn't abandoning ship and leaving your football club?
The thing is, I'm a lover of the game, and when you love the game, you respect the greats in the game. And I think whether you like Kane or not, one thing that you can say is that he's legit. He's the real deal. Because even in a woeful Tottenham team, in a woeful season, he is second to only Haaland. Do you get what I'm saying? And only God knows what sort of numbers Kane would have been reaching if the City move had gone ahead at the beginning of the season. But, that's another story, and I digress. The truth of the matter is Kane served his time. I don't think any Tottenham fan would begrudge Kane, just like no Arsenal fan begrudged Henry when he decided to leave and go to Barcelona. He had done his time. He's a legend, and he remains a legend. Kane now is a legend. We will have a statue of Kane outside the stadium. I think we've got a mural of Kane. And for me, I agree with Sophia Football Talk.
Sophia, big ups to you. Coach Connor, big ups to you. Yeah, Corey, big ups to you. All those guys, big ups. Daddy and the Don, big ups. Oregon Guna, big ups.
I would love Kane to go to Man U because Manchester United is a team that I don't have any affiliation with. I could give a damn about Man U. And I think with Kane up top, he would challenge. What I do see happening, and for me, look, I'm not somebody who wishes bad on my club, but sometimes you need bad things to happen for change. For example, I need Tottenham to finish outside of Europe because aesthetically, it allows the Spurs faithful to put pressure on Levy to go, what the F are you doing? Look at this disastrous season. For me, the fact that Chelsea is about to sign Pochettino means that Levy is a scumbag And, I really hate that, brother, because at the same time, Pochettino's been our greatest manager and he's just turned his back on him, disrespected him. Now, what I would like to see, and I can see happening, is maybe, I wouldn't like to see it, but I can see it happening, is Chelsea coming in for Kane. I think if Chelsea spend 120, 150 mil, we should sell. Because we are not a big club. Tottenham is not ready to turn down those kind of offers. And we've seen from Chelsea that they can spend those sort of numbers. And I think they will in order to challenge for the league next season under Poch. They need a Kane. If that comes in at 120 mil, we can buy two players with that and start the rebuild. The other thing is that I say that Kane, I said he was a blessing and a curse. The blessing is Kane is world class. He does what he does. No one can fault him. I think the curse comes in the fact that the board and managers get lazy. When they know they've got Kane, there's no creative thinking. There's no, let's think outside the box. Let's find, you just know Kane's going to score. And I think the Tottenham squad is too reliant on Son and Kane, but in particular Kane. And we need to go back to the drawing board and have 11 footballers, not just one world-class footballer. And I think that is the problem. So for me, I think it's a good move. And any Tottenham fan begrudging that move is not a Spurs fan, in my opinion, and is not a lover of the game, because all great footballers should be allowed and be given the opportunity to win the top prizes in the game. And for me, Kane, where he's at right now, I think he'll take a Carabao Cup. He will take a couple of Mickey Mouse Cups, and if that's what it's going to be for him, so be it.
See, TJ Warren, yeah. See, I know you want to chime in on this, and I guess you have some words to say, yeah. Kane, 37 games this season, yeah, 28 goals this season in the league alone, yeah. I've not even counted what he scored in the Champions League and and all this Mickey Mouse Cup, apart from the FA Cup, yeah, and 3 assists. See, do you think if he leaves Tottenham Hotspur, do you think Tottenham Hotspur will be battling relegation next season?
Yes. Yes, I do. So Deji, they need to appoint you the director of football at Spurs, man. Like that you said everything you said there. I know we're supposed to be, I know this is supposed to be a battle and all this stuff, but what you said was probably one of the most intelligent things I've heard out of a Spurs fan in a while. A lot of people are not realizing that in professional sports, there are such things as rebuilds. There are such things as cycles. Arsenal just completed theirs and are now starting to see at least some of the fruits from it. Am I 100% happy with it? Absolutely not. But we can get into that later. But the fact that you realize that you need to get rid of Son, you need to get rid of Kane. If you could convince, the other 75% of your fan base that that's needed, you might actually move somewhere. But until that happens, it's not going. And, you guys are squarely in the mud, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I would like to see, Kane is a world-class footballer. He is one of the best of this generation. Yeah. The problem is that he disappears in big games. So hopefully, at Man United, at Chelsea, I think Chelsea are in the mud too. By the way,
but do you think he's going to leave the club?
Coach's Corner. I saw you.
Do you think he's going to leave the football club?
Yes, he will.
Is he going to leave the football club?
Hold on one second. One second, Tony. Sorry. One second. Coach's Corner. Hanno, if you're at the wheel right now, if you're at the keyboard, put it down and walk away. You just said that Arsenal had a worse season than Chelsea. Walk away.
Just walk away. Walk away, Coach Corner.
Get away from the computer, man. Like, I don't know if your parents are gone or something. I don't know. Anyway,
just walk away.
Sorry. But what were you going to say, Tony? Sorry, I had to address that.
I was just saying, is Kane going to leave Tottenham Hotspur? Do you think he's going to jump ship?
Well, he either jumps
on the football club.
He's not gonna. He was twerking for Man City this time last year. So it's one of those things where Tottenham needs to decide: are we going to cash in, where they could get anywhere from 100 to 120 million from him potentially, and cash in now, and spend that money somewhere else, even though I wouldn't necessarily trust Levy to spend anything correctly? Or do you use him for the season, see how far you can get, and then let him go on a free? Regardless, he's gone.
Hell no, we're not doing an Arsenal. We're not doing an Arsenal.
I'm not saying that he's going to Arsenal. I'm saying he's
no.
leaving.
I'm saying we can't do you and letting your big guns go for free. That's just stupid.
Well, what big guns lately have we let go for free other than Aubameyang? But I don't even really consider Aubameyang that big of a gun. He was flaccid for us the last.
But didn't you lose Van Persie on a free?
Oh, Van Persie, yeah. I mean, but we're going to go back that far. Of course, that's a disgrace. Like real Arsenal fans know and are still upset about that, Deji. I'm not defending that move at all. Nobody can.
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Deji Sports, yeah. Okay. TJ, finish up what you were saying.
No. It's just one of those things where Deji, you're kind of putting words in my mouth here. Yeah, I don't think
that's what he does.
I'm not your
Arsenal slayer. It's what he does. He does this.
I've been on YouTube for a month or 2.5 months now. I think people that subscribe to me know that I'm not your typical Top Gooner Arsenal fan. I don't talk out of both sides of my mouth. I talk real, and I talk exactly how I see things going. I'm not confident about our ability to reload over the summer. I did say on Matt the Southern Gooners channel no more than 2 hours ago that I have zero confidence in this current sporting director's ability to negotiate transfers. I don't think we're going to get Declan Rice. I think we might get a Caicedo minimum. I hope we get a Caicedo minimum, but that doesn't mean we're going to go far in the Champions League. But if we don't go far in the Champions League, we are in a world of hurt. I recognize that. I am not AFTV. I'm a real Arsenal fan that sees our direction for what it is. This transfer window is going to determine the direction of this club for the next 5 years.
A whole lot of things, yeah. A whole lot of things.
So if it's squeaky bum time at Arsenal now that we bottled.
Squeaky bum time.
So I just want you to know, and I want Traps to know, that I'm not some guy that you can just be like, oh yeah, these Arsenal fans. I'm not your typical Arsenal fan. I'm not an idiot.
And also, can I just say something, Tony? Because I big up to TJ for that and for not being a typical Arsenal fan, and it's a pleasure because
that's what you like. Yeah, that's what you like. That's what you like.
Yeah, I'm done with all these people like Tony shaking their bum. But do you know the one thing I will advocate for, and you can see that, I've got a level head. I think Arsenal go back into your youth setup, man. You have some ballers. I think it's a travesty that Emil Smith-Rowe can't get a sniff.
Agreed.
Reece Nelson can't get a sniff in this Arsenal team. And you guys keep looking for other players when you've got players probably. I reckon there is a player. I've been told that there's about 11 Sakas in Arsenal under 23. That means the centre-back is probably better than Kivior. What the hell is Kivior and Rob Holding doing in that squad when you've got ballers in your academy? And this is why I just think that, call me a conspiracy theorist, I'm starting to think that maybe these clubs do this on purpose. Because Arsenal have enough in their locker to and you had enough in your locker to have won the league. There's enough talent in your academy system to mount a proper challenge. And I can see you guys not bringing anybody up from your academy. I agree with you, TJ. Let's just be real. You're not going to buy any decent player in the summer. Let's be real. You're going to go and get a Maquinos or the geezer you sent to bloody Marseille. Then that players of that ilk.
Noon.
And then you're going to try and convince me that Jorginho really is the cover for Partey. I just think you can't take Arsenal seriously. And for me, that's probably why I can say with chest that you guys are a bigger joke than Spurs. Because you guys don't.
You guys just re-signed Eric Dyer for 3 years.
I'm sorry, I don't agree with you.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing it.
Deji, I don't agree with you. See, Deji, yeah. See, football nowadays, yeah, it's high stakes, yeah, high risk, high reward. Look at Manchester City. How many youths did they bring from the prestigious youth system to win them the title this season? Just give me a few.
Just
I know I've
Foden.
won two, but just give me a few. Give
Foden,
me like five.
Palmer. They brought that boy at right back.
Lewis, one
Lewis.
Lewis guy, right? Yeah.
And I think they've played another young gun as well. But at least they've had about 3 in and around the squad.
About three, yeah. Deji Sports, yeah. It's just about two that even played football quite well this season, and that was Lewis, and he didn't even play too much. See, Deji, yeah. One unprecedented times, yeah. You have to throw money, yeah, out there in the transfer window. Bring in Centurions, bring in Matadors who will come into your football club and win you the title. Hook, line, sinker.
So is Jorginho a Matador?
Mercenaries. See, mercenaries. That's what happened.
Is
But see,
Jorginho
Man
a
City, Man
Matador?
City, see, Man City go into the market, yeah. They go in, they bring in Alvarez. They go in, they bring in Haaland, who's destroyed records in the Premiership this season. That's not in the academy, yeah. It's not in the academy. These are mercenaries. See, I want to see my football club mostly right now that we'll be getting Champions League money, which is what you won't be getting this season. Digi Sports. I wonder how you're going to survive, without that. But you know what? Yeah, Arsenal is blessed this season with at least Champions League money. So I want to see us go into the market. I wouldn't say like TJ, yeah, but I do agree with TJ with this one. Arsenal have to look into this transfer window. This is the biggest transfer window that Arsenal should have in the last 10 seasons. I want this window to be the biggest one because it depends on a whole lot of things. So I wouldn't really say Arsenal won't amount to anything next season. It depends on this window. If I go into the transfer window, if I go get Declan Rice, Digi Sports, I go get a Caicedo, I get maybe two backups, in my defensive area to be a backup for William Saliba, yeah? Maybe Gehi or maybe Opancano, Ivan Ndika, all these guys. I want to see someone like that, yeah? I want to see someone like Cancelo come in and give Zini a run for his money, yeah? I want to see a new striker, maybe a Vlahovic, yeah? Maybe a Lautaro Martinez, yeah? Okay, good. I want to see someone like a Musa Diaby come in and come help out Saka, who has been Bukayo Saka. But at least it will give him a bit of competition, right? A bit of competition. Because it is shown that Bukayo Saka has been burnt out this season thanks to my manager, Mikel Arteta. He's burnt him out this season. Thomas Partey completely burnt out. So I do need this reinforcement. And Deji Sports, yes, if I see this reinforcement this summer, you know what? Yeah, I'll be doubling up on my talk this season for Arsenal winning the league next season. If they go back to the drawing board, get me the players I need, 6 to 7 players that I need this summer. If that is coming and we kind of like push away all these leeches in the football club, like Granit Xhaka, like El Neni, like all these guys, yeah, we need to put them out. Rob Holding. We need to put these guys out. These leeches in my football club. We need to get them out. Get a good backup. Get a good backup for Aaron Ramsdale because right now is just comfortable right now in that position. The USA number one. I'm sorry, TJ. I know you're an American. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry I have to do this to you.
Oh, no, it's cool.
Matt Turner is looking like Tina Turner right now, and I'm sorry. So if Aaron Ramsey is looking at that bench, right, is looking at a goalkeeper or a goalie that is going to give him 100% motivation to push. But right now, Tina Turner is not putting up performances. It's not giving us that aura of a typical.
He doesn't get a sniff outside of Europe. How can you say that, Tony? He doesn't get a sniff outside of Europe.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We need a decent backup. Tina Turner can't do anything for us.
I
And
don't see
again,
Tina. I don't see Tina.
Deji
I don't see
Sports
Matt.
talked about Rhys Nelson. Deji Sports talked about Rhys Nelson. I'm sorry, Rhys Nelson has gotten enough chances at Arsenal. Right now, I want to see mercenaries. I want to see matadors. I want to see centurions who will come into this team, galvanize this team, and give us wins. Yeah. To be very sincere, yeah, we can't win. We can't win trophies with players like Rhys Nelson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it hurts. I know it
Reece
hurts.
Nelson is a
Yeah,
baller.
it might hurt other Arsenal fans, but I'm sorry. Rhys Nelson won't win us a title. Players like Smith Rowe, it has been proven that these guys, yeah, won't win the title for us. So I'm okay if this guy go, if Emil Smith Rowe goes, if all these guys go away, I don't mind. I don't mind. That project has sailed and it has failed. It's time to try something new. Let's go into the transfer window. Let's get in real strong players, yeah? Players that are ready to kill. Players that are ready to die on that field. Like literally die on that field, yeah? I'm talking of players like Caicedo. I want to see that guy come in. I want to see people like Declan Rice, leaders in the team. Declan Rice is a leader in that Western team, whether you like it or not. They sports. I want to see him in my team. Yeah, and for Thomas Partey to take a back seat, rest his legs a little bit,
Can I ask you
and these guys to come in. So, Sports, I have a problem with you calling all these kids who haven't won a title for Arsenal, yeah, for them to play for us next season. I'm sorry, that's reverse judge. I need centurions, I need matadors, yeah. I need desperados who want to win titles. Yeah?
And so
that's what I want
for
my football club.
No disrespect, because obviously I think I've got two questions to ask. The first question is if Arsenal don't sign Declan Rice and Caicedo, what are your thoughts? But secondly, do you genuinely believe, and I rate Declan Rice, I think he's a complete baller, but do you think a Declan Rice signing is what you require in order for you to win the Premier League or the Champions League? Because we're not talking Mickey Mouse here. We're not talking Europa. We're not talking Carabao Cup. And if I see any of you guys shake your bum for the FA Cup or Carabao Cup, please do not invite me to your show ever again. But is Declan Rice the type of player that you think will tilt the balance in you lot's favour? TJ, I'll probably throw that at you first.
TJ, please, you answer that.
If we get him, yeah. I would really like to see Declan Rice with a supporting cast. That's the difference. Is that what you can say, and what we can all agree on is that Arsenal has way more quality than West Ham does. So I would like to see it. But the thing with Arsenal is that I'm always constantly disappointed with our performance in transfer windows, which is why I don't think it's going to happen. But to answer your question, Deji,
yeah,
if we get Declan Rice, we will definitely get top 4. You can clip that. You can clip that.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Guys, clip that guy. Clip that.
Because look.
You know what? You say you should clip that, my brother.
Here's why, Deji, though, is that when Arsenal started falling off, like really falling off, it's because our defensive mids stopped showing up. It's because Partey, I don't know what happened to him, but once he stopped performing, we started losing and drawing games that we should have been winning. Second, I never thought that Jorginho was a suitable backfill for him. Or other Arsenal fans might have, but I don't. I am tired of Arsenal bringing in these Chelsea pensioners, which is why if we bring in Mason Mount and throw him a ticker tape parade once he arrives in North London, I am going to blow the internet up with the stream reacting to it. Okay, so yes. To answer your question, if we get Declan Rice and we get backfills at fullback positions, I think we have a chance to get top 4. But right now,
it's cooking, guys.
As it stands, with our current squad depth and the dead wood that we have in the reserves and the dead wood that we have on loan, I don't think we have a chance with Champions League football and the other domestic trophies that we're probably going to throw in the bin. Back to you, Tony.
Okay, fair play.
Did you sports? Do you want to counter any statement he just made? He just told you with his full chest. See, I'll need a supporting cast, but you know what? Yeah, I'll take Declan Rice. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a bold statement to say Declan Rice is the player that's gonna kind of tip the balance and guarantee top 4. I'm not sure Declan Rice is enough, and I think he's not proven himself against the big guns, and we've seen lesser people fall. Because for me, I see Declan Rice as a bit of a Steven Gerrard and Harry Kane. I think he's a one club player, and I don't see him replicating the same performances at Arsenal as he did for West Ham. And I want you guys to clip it here first, because if the transfer happens on the 21st of May, way before there was even a
guys
that Declan was going to even move to Arsenal, Deji said he's a one-man club guy and doesn't see Declan reproducing the same performances at Arsenal as of West Ham. I just think if you guys are serious, you should be more ambitious with your signings. I just find Declan Rice is an easy one for me. Trossard was an easy one.
Easy one. He's 92 million pounds.
Can I ask
his evaluation in the market is by 100. What are you talking about now? No. I won't accept that. It's not easy. Yeah, it's about it costs about 100 million pounds, and he's saying it's easy. What are you talking about?
Lazy signings, bro.
What are you talking about?
What are we doing? Playing Championship Manager here or something? It's lazy of Arsenal, and when they say if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. And, I'm looking forward to you guys' transfer window and the impact it's going to have on your squad.
Can I ask you a question? What's an ambitious signing? Put yourself in Arsenal's shoes. What's an ambitious signing? That's realistic.
Good question. Good question, TJ. Good question.
I think an ambitious signing, at centre back, you need, like a Bastoni, like a Tomori.
Oh, I want Tomori. I've been working for Tomori for months. By the way.
I think Fofana or a Badishile, that kind of ilk. If you're going to be bringing in a midfielder, a Trojan in that middle, then there's only one player for me, and that's Caicedo. The fact that you guys are shaking your bum on Declan Rice just shows me that you guys are not as serious.
I'm shaking my bum for Caicedo.
I want to hear people like Enciso. That Enciso kid at Brighton is the real deal. What a player. I want to be hearing things like Matoma. For me, if Tottenham had any sense, we should just replenish the Spurs squad with the Brighton squad and take the manager. Really, if we really want to see things, I would want to see Matoma come in for an aging Son. I would like to see Caicedo come into our midfield and form a partnership with Bissouma in the double pivot. I would love to see maybe Kulusevski can play number 10. I would love to see Harry Kane playing number 10. And I would love to see Tottenham. I mean, we won't be able to do it now, but we should have been, looking at Osimhen, big game players. I'm starting to think maybe Awoniyi of Nottingham Forest, maybe he might be able to do something. That's
he's Tottenham level. He's Tottenham level. He can come into your football club.
I like Danjuma.
But without Champions
League, we can be smart guys. There's James Maddison out there. No one's talking about him. And Ndidi's not a bad midfielder. He's not rubbish. These are big game players. But where's your Casemiro? Where's your Camavinga? Those type of players. Where's your the French international Muane or something like that, or those kind of levels? Like you're not really getting the gems. Are you guys putting in a bid for Elise or Eze? I mean, come on, guys. Very, very lazy Declan Rice. Okay. Does Declan Rice even play that kind of football? I mean, come on, guys.
No. But again, this unfair criticism given to Declan Rice just because it's linked to Arsenal, it's very, very unfair. Deji Sports, don't you rate him as a Premier League player? Do you rate him at all?
I
Declan
rate him
Rice. Do
that
you
he's
rate him?
done well to get to the Premier League, but not
Yeah,
everything.
then why shitting on him because
I'm not
he has
shitting
a
on.
transfer
I'm
linked to
just.
Arsenal?
I questioned your transfer window and your ambition when you went for Trossard, Jorginho, and Kivio, and I'm questioning Declan Rice.
Hmm.
I'm not sure that Declan Rice is the one. Really and truly, I'm really not sure. I shouldn't be here helping the Arsenal faithful. Edu, if you want help, call me. But
I need him to call me.
I'm not sure what you guys are doing in the transfer window. I think Arsenal fans are going to be bitterly disappointed. There were obvious signings like Ivan Toney. Why didn't you go for
Hmm.
him as your backup to
Hmm.
Jesus? Obvious signings. Look at some of the Brentford midfielders. Don't sleep on Embremo.
E-
I would go for an Embremo.
Even the Brentford goalie, man, I
I
fancy
like him.
Rhea. I
I
fancy
like
Rhea.
him.
Yeah, man, I won't lie
There are
about
other
that, man.
players in the Prem who are doing bits that
DJ, I want
people
to
are
see a
sleeping on.
Rhea as a backup to Aaron Ramsey, man. But again, you want to be
Rhea
the
needs to
man, right?
start. Rhea needs to start somewhere. He's not coming here to back up Ramsdale.
Mm,
I see him
mm.
honestly. I see him at Spurs next season.
I want him to be at Spurs. We want him.
I see him or Pickford at Spurs
It's
next
likely. It's likely. But again, there's one player that they just pause, yeah. See, shamefully, yeah, I would agree to that. Yeah. It came from a sports fan. Shamefully, I agree to that. Yeah. It's this guy, Mitoma. See, TJ Warren, Mitoma, to come in
season.
for a player like Saka,
He's
to
class.
give Saka a rest. Yeah. It's class. That player is
Yeah.
class, man.
He's
I want to see this kind of man. This transfer window very important for Arsenal. We need to get it correctly this time. Yeah, this time around, it has to be. It has to see.
Does
Edu has to
Toma play
come
on the
correct.
left, or can he play on both sides?
I think he
He can play on both sides.
Does he play both sides? Okay,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, he
bring that
can play
bad
both
man into
sides.
my club.
But most of the time, he's always on the left.
Japanese
But he can
Neymar.
play right, left.
I think he's class, man. I think he's
think
class.
It's class, man. And again, he can also play in the middle. Like play in the middle. You could, just switch him
Yeah.
into that, that middle position where Odegaard plays in. He does this. He could play that position.
I'm just thinking about where we are the most thin. And where we are the most thin right now is in the midfield and on the back line. So, yes, while I do want to see somebody come in and push Saka, that is not at the top of our priority list. That is not at the top of our priority list. So that's why I'm just kind of like, look, get me Declan Rice or a suitable backup to Thomas Partey. And then I want Rice or Caicedo minimum, or I am going to be Edu out like you have never seen before. I'm Edu out now. You think I'm bad now?
I'm Edu out now. I'm Edu out now.
Just you
I'm
wait.
Edu out round. See, Deji Sports, yeah. See, last question for you, yeah. Of course, there's a general question we have to answer before we
it's
close
been
the
an
show,
hour
before we have
already.
to
Good
close the
Lord.
show. Yeah, because we have to close the show. See, Deji Sports, yeah. With Tottenham Hotspurs not having Champions League football, can you attract the kind of players that can keep you in top 4 next season?
I think the
Simple.
answer is yes, but it requires a major overhaul of the squad, and it requires Tottenham deciding on who they are. Because one thing I can say is that Tottenham lack identity. We're not a big club because we're not ready to spend the sort of money required of a big club. I would like Tottenham to adopt the same model as Brighton, as Brentford, as Wolves. Take a gamble, take a risk on unknown players. 3 million on Caicedo, 3 million on a Mitoma, pittance in this game when you're playing in the Premier League. If it doesn't work out, it was only 3 mil. If it works out, you've got a 50 mil, 60 mil player. I would like that. Let's go and get these unknowns because for me, I'm old school, and I think TJ's right. If I was director of football, I probably wouldn't be going for any names anymore. I'll be going for hungry cats. Let me use my American side. Hungry cats that want to create a name for themselves. Yeah, because when you have a hungry cat wanting to create a name, they will run the extra yards required to do it, and that's why you're seeing the Brightons. I can't name you 5 Brentford players, but they bloody beat us 3-1. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for hungry players who want to make a name. And let's do it. Wolves, I mean, Wolves brought in Podence, Neto, do you know, Neves. Come on. These are ballers. So
these are ballers, right?
they're out there. They really are. But Tottenham need to decide, let's take risks, let's gamble. And if we do that with some cheap, crazy players out there, I think we could. I'll give you a prime example. Kim J. Hay or something like that. South
King J. Nay,
South Korea.
Napoli. I think he's going to Manchester United. That deal has already been broken.
We had Mourinho wanted this brother. We could have bought this brother for 24 mil. Tottenham and odd. That brother is part of the Napoli team that won Syria by Cantor. And now Manchester United are ready to put down 50, 60 mil on that player. We've just missed out on Romero's partner because we weren't ready to take risks. And you said something. This is a high stake. I like a flutter. I like a gamble. If you ain't ready to play high stakes poker, if you're not ready to decide whether that ball is going to land on red or black, then you're in the wrong business. Because football this day, with the amount of money involved, requires someone with kahunas, big ones, may I add, to take some bloody risk. And it don't matter that there's a green. It doesn't matter that there's a green. You got to go red or black.
Exactly.
Right now,
exactly.
Tottenham sat on the fence like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. We stayed on the wall and we got absolutely nothing. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, fact. See, TJ Warren, man. See, you have to answer this question for us, Did you answer it and then we'll close the show. See, it's the final, that Champions League final. Who is going to win that Champions League final for you, TJ?
Man City. It's over, baby.
So it's a treble, right? It's a treble,
treble is on. They are going to turn over Man United at Wembley. And then they are going to, it's in Turkey, right? Then they're going to Turkey and they are going to turn over Inter Milan. It's going to be, this is one of the best, sorry, Sophie. This is one of the best football teams we have seen in a while. And they are going to do it. They are going to do it. And I hope they do it, by the way, because if I'm going to hold this much corn because my team can't get it over the line, I want the team that beat us to go all the way. So go all the way. Go all the way. Am I going to be putting on am I going to be putting on a Man City shirt and cheering them on? No, because I'm not freaking, I'm never going on loan to any other club ever.
Yeah.
But I will say I am pulling for Man City.
Guys.
I'm pulling for Man City. Go do it.
See, Deji Spores, the question I just asked him has triggered something different, and that's the last question before we go off. Miss Melina, she says, hi, Tony, Deji, Panel. Big ups to you, Miss Melina. Miss Melina, you know we love you on this show. We love you. Sophia Talks Football. Big ups to you. Oregon Gunner, our big friend, our brother down here. Oregon Gunner, we love you down here too, my brother. We love you here. And of course, Sophia Football. See, Sophia Football, go down there and subscribe to this lady's channel. She runs a Manchester United channel. Very lovely lady, She'll be coming on the show.
She's an excellent host.
Days, maybe next week or next 2 weeks. It depends on when I have my talks with her. But she's a Manchester United fan, lovely lady. Sophia football talks, and she said Forza Inter. See, they just pause, yeah. What I just asked TJ Warren has just triggered the next question. If Man City somehow, yeah, in an alternative universe, but it's not even really alternative because it's sure that this guys will win a treble this season. If they win this treble this season, yeah, they just pause. Is this the biggest treble ever in the history of world football?
It's not the biggest treble ever.
That trumps Ferguson's own. That's what I'm actually trying to go at.
What that does is it puts them on par with Ferguson's treble-winning team. When you win the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League, unless the only way to trump that, I don't know of any other way, is to win 4 trophies, is to win the Carabao Cup. Then I say they're the greatest team. What they're doing is they're writing their name in lights. I had this feeling. Look, I said this. If that Inter Milan team was under Mourinho, I wouldn't be as confident. But let's be real. One thing that we've seen in the last few years, and I think this is another show, is how poor the European teams are. Once upon a time, we were bigging up Bayern Munich, Italian teams, Spanish teams. I just look at them like championship sides, and that's just the truth. And I know those teams, fans won't like me for saying it, but the way that Man City slapped up Real Madrid, I'm worried. I am worried that Inter Milan, I'm sure those players are looking to call in sick on the day of the final, to be honest.
On the day of the final,
we could
ladies and gentlemen, they just pause.
Do you want to hear the last little nugget? We could see for the first time ever in world football double digits in the final.
In the final, bro, man,
it's not beyond City to beat Inter Milan 10-0. If you think
10-0.
If you think what they did to Bayern Munich, and then think how they dismantled Real Madrid, I could see City scoring 9 or 10.
Oh my God. Guys, tap this. See, guys, clip this wherever you are. They
didn't like that at all.
Has just brought one of those outlandish statements once again. Yeah, see, double figures in the final in Istanbul, Turkey. See, it doesn't get better than this. Yeah, high stakes, high rewards. And on that note, we'll come to the end of the Minority Report, episode 30, a milestone one for me and Deji Sports. Yeah, see, yeah, guys, yeah, it doesn't get better than this. Me, Deji Sports, 30 episode done.
Congratulations,
yeah, guys, it takes lots of work. It takes lots of work. And of course, I have TJ Warren, down here chopping it up with us. Yeah, TJ Warren, shout out your channel, man. Shout out
TJ.
Channel. Talk about the American Idiots also.
TJ Warren TV. We have the American Idiot Show, which is blowing up. Friday nights, 9 p.m. UK. Deji was one of our first guests, by the way. I haven't forgotten about that.
Yeah,
big up.
And
big up to you, Deji Sports. Thanks for going to that show. Getting it up and running, man.
That's one of my. Even though he clipped the hell out of it, and I had to eat a lot of my words. But yeah. So
that's
9 p.m.
That's why he does this. That's why you
If you haven't subbed to TJ Warren TV, please do. I'm about to do a call-in show here in about 20 minutes. If anybody wants to join us, we're gonna lament. We're on vacation now. TJ Warren TV is now on vacation. Preseason starts on Sunday.
Exactly, guys. Go and subscribe to this, my brother. Me and him are collaborating on lots of stuff. Whenever I do watch-alongs down here, he's casting it down on his channel also. So we work together. He's also a partner of this channel. So big ups to you, TJ Warren. And of course, see, it doesn't get better than this. Deji Sports, shout out your channel. Shout out where people could find you, man. Deji Sports YouTube channel, guys. You have to see, guys.
Yeah,
you have to do this. Yeah, you have to do this.
on a level, I just want to say to everyone, I know that we've spent the whole year talking about the G Spurs channel, and nothing's really transpired. But I can quite comfortably say that look, things are coming, and we're making prep. So shows will be coming out of the G Spurs, reaction shows, battling, chopping it up. So look out for that. We've got some multimedia coming through that as well. So I'm really, really excited about that. And obviously Tony and TJ my brothers will be supporting me on that platform. And then clearly I do my thing with my homeboy, One Touch TV. We keep shutting it down. I'll be shutting it down.
Shout out One Touch.
Monday. I'm looking to get on the American Idiot show because I've got to show my people, my fellow Spurs supporters from across the pond, really what it is. We're not taking any of the narrative that's coming from TJ Warren and his crony in Oregon Gooner. We're not having none of that. So I'm looking TJ to get on that show. And then obviously my homeboy Minority Report episode 31, is out.
30, bro.
31 is out next week, for real.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, guys, big ups. Go subscribe to TJ Warren's channel and, of course, Digi Sports channel. Digi Sport is also on Instagram, on Twitter. Guys, just go down there and do your thing, and me and Digi Sports will be coming out big next season, See, on his channel, lots of things is going to be going on Digi Sports channel, so you better get ready. Me and TJ Warren will be doing lots of stuff on his own channel too. So guys, big ups and catch us there soon. Big ups to you guys. Big ups. Lovely week ahead. Love the week.